Hello guys, this is Alex speaking today. Today I'm going to be talking about what therapists should do to help autistic people rather than conform them to like neurotypicality or teach them like social norms to make them become like neurotypical. Um, there there's a lot of therapies for like autistic people and the therapies I recommend are social or speech therapy and like occupational therapy and the one I don't recommend is ABA, which is applied behavioral analysis. First I'm gonna go ahead and talk about what speech and occupational therapists should do to help improve like quality of life for like autistic people. For like speech therapists, I would recommend for them to help autistic people with like learning how to take advantage of like their autism characteristics like scripting, stimming, and and learning how to build like verbal and nonverbal communication, because autistics do know how to communicate, but they have like a difficult time using verbalizing it. And what I think like speech therapists should do is that they should use like AAC like devices if an autistic doesn't like speak verbally. They should use like AAC to help with like autistics to express their feelings, and they can and allow them to use and allow them to stem also if they need to learn how to like cool down. Need to learn how to like refresh themselves if they're like really anxious. And also with like speech therapists, you should be helping like autistic people learn how to reduce like social anxiety. And social anxiety is like a characteristic for like almost like every it's almost like a characteristic for like every human being. And for like autistic people, social anxiety can get really it's a lot harder for us to deal with than like neurotypical people, and we need like a little bit more help in that area. And we need to build like coping strategies to help with reducing social anxiety rather than try to like remove it, because we don't want to like remove like autistic characteristics at all, because autistic behaviors are the same as like are the same as like human characteristics for like everyone. And I don't think social anxiety should be removed. It should be learned how to be reduced to help autistic people feel more comfortable in like social situations. And for like occupational therapists, I would like for them to help build supports and accommodations for like autistic people, mostly around like sensory input and helping lessen like lessen like sensory to help prevent like sensory overload, help reduce like a lot of like sensory sensitivities a bit. And sensory sense and it's like a part of like sensory processing disorder, which is like a neurotype of like autistic people. And like sensory sense and with like their and with like occupational therapists, they should help build like sensory supports for like autistics who are about to have like a sensory overload. Like if there's like if there's like very unpleasant noises like 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 police cars or ambulances, or like very unpleasant noises that really heighten their senses. Use like use like sensory supports to help with helping with like reducing like reducing sensory sensitivity, like sensory overload, so that they don't have like meltdown. They don't have like a meltdown in public, and nobody likes having meltdowns. And I think that's what occupational therapists do, is like help autistics learn how to help autistics learn how to build like sensory supports and accommodations, so they can feel more comfortable with like being autistic, and not have extreme sensory have like extreme sensory overload, or like self-injurious behaviors, which can be very which can be like not which can be like a very difficult thing to deal with. And with like self-injurious behaviors, like with like therapists, what I want them to like, I think this would be around like centered around like occupational therapists, is that do not restrain or like pin down or aversize and use like electric shock on autistic people to stop like self-injurious behaviors. Use like positive behavioral supports, like sensory supports, to like stop the self-injurious attacks. Like use like sen like use like sensory gloves, or use like different like positive sensory supports that can help soothe the autistics, that can help stop the autistic from self-injurizing themselves. And also with like speech and occupational therapists, is that also give autistic people some breathing states to help them learn how to let them learn how to let them grow on their own, and help them build on their strengths, rather than spending like 3 to 4 hours trying to do like occupational therapy, like 3 to 4 hours like therapy a day. Like do like about like around like 30 to 45 minutes of like speech or occupational therapy for like 1 or 2 days, so that autistic people can learn how to enjoy, learn how to enjoy their lives while they're in like general education, or hanging out with friends, or and all that stuff. Now I'm gonna be talking about like ABA, which is like a very infamous therapy for like autistic people. And like ABA stands for like applied behavioral analysis, and what it does is that it teaches like it teaches like mostly social norms for like autistic people. It teaches like autistic people to the point where you're like where your like head is at, and how to do like handshakes, or like high fives, or learn how to like like tickle, or a lot of social norms with like eye contact. And a lot of these are aimed towards are very uncomfortable with like autistic people, and like autistic people have like sensory sensitive, are like very sensitive to like touch, smell, taste, sound, and a lot of the like five senses. And like what ABA plans on doing is like it plans on like removing the like autistic characteristics and replacing them with like neurotypical characteristics. And this isn't very good, because it won't give it will like it won't make the autistic people feel like they're very comfortable. It makes them feel like that they're not learning how how to help, how to learn how to express themselves in like their autistic manner, where they're like stimming, if they're like stimming, and ABA also plans on like taking away like stimming because they feel like it's like a disruptive behavior for like autistic people, which in reality it really isn't. And with like stimming, it actually helps us use like self-expression or um or help reduce like the negative effects of being autistic. And I would never recommend like ADA for like anybody, for like any parent who has like an autistic child. And this advice is coming like from an autistic person. And I know we need like better like supports and accommodations, and this can be considered like a treatment, but I also don't like recommend medication for too. And I think we do need like healthcare for this type of area, so since we can learn how to be like healthier autistic people with like supports and accommodations. And I think that's um what like speech and occupational therapists can work on to help like autistic people, is learning how to build like sensory supports and accommodations for like autistic people, and helping them learn how to use like um communications, like verbal or non-verbal communication, to help use like words to express their feelings, because they can express their feelings, but not like typing or like verbal communication. And there's no shame in that. And other than that, and one of my friends, Monica Diaz, she's planning to be like an ABA therapist, not an ABA, but like a speech or occupational therapist. And she just messaged me like about like an hour ago on Facebook, telling me thank you for like the support, for like all the advice on like autism that I've learned for me. And I feel very, very, very blessed and thankful that she said this to me. And I hope I spread more like more positive messages for like autism, positive messages about autism from like autistic people to like other people who are unknowns about it, and are like a little concerned about it. And if you have any like questions about about autism, or like how to help autistic people obtain a better quality of life, you can talk to me on YouTube, Facebook, or like Twitter. And other than that, I'm taking off. Take care, y'all.